sports fans, sports bettors, and action junkies. What's happening? Mike here, Savvy Sports Picks, coming at you with another free play. Today is Saturday, November 30th, 2019. Unfortunately, yesterday's free play lost on the Dallas Stars. That brings us to 4-1 on the week on the free play videos. I hope you didn't blow your wads in the NCAA football rivalry week this morning, because I've got another free play winner for you here today. Now, we are going back into the NHL. I've got some good games here for you today. First game goes off at 4 p.m. Pacific. We're going to take a look here at the Buffalo Sabres traveling to play the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is the second leg of a back-to-back. There are actually a lot of back-to-back games here today, so be careful. I do like this spot here, though. Buffalo won yesterday 6-4, bringing them to 12-10-4 on the season. The score might look a little skewed, though. They did hit an empty netter at the end of the game. It was a 5-4 game, and they scored with about 30 seconds left to make it a 6-4 game. So it was a little bit closer than the score may indicate. However, Toronto is at home tonight. They also have 12 wins on the year. They are currently sitting at 12-11-4. The line currently sits at Toronto minus 240. Huge favorites. Total sitting at 6.5. Now, Hutton's in goal for Buffalo tonight. He's 6-5-2 on the season, with a 2.91 goals against average per game, but he has been really bad his last few outings. His last 4 games, he's allowed 5-4, 5-5. He's allowed 19 goals in his last 4 games. The Leafs are sending out Frederik Andersen. He's going to right the ship tonight, in my opinion, for these Toronto Maple Leafs. He's 12-5-3 on the season with only a 2.54 goals against average on the year. He has also allowed only 7 goals in his last 4 games that he's played at home, all of those in the month of November, and 3 of those 7 goals did come against Boston in 1 game. So aside from that, if you threw that out the window, you're looking at 4 goals allowed versus 3 other teams visiting in Toronto. So since winning back-to-back games versus the Sharks in another home-and-home situation back in October, Buffalo has only won 4 games. That's 4 games over a month's time here. So they've gone 4-16 in their last 20. Just in case you didn't know, that's really bad. They haven't won 2 straight since they won the back-to-back with the home-and-home against San Jose there. So after each one of those wins, the 4 wins during that 20-game stretch, Hutton has been the goalie to play the following night after they've gotten the wins, and he has allowed 6, 2, 4, and 5. That is 17 goals over a 4-game stretch when the Sabres come off of a win. Like I said, he has been really bad in the net lately, not only coming off when the team's coming off of a win, but just in general. With the revenge factor here from last night, and Toronto is sending the better goalie into the net tonight. Like I said, Hutton's extremely bad. 19 goals in his last 4 games and 17 goals allowed in the 4 games after a win. I'm rolling with the Toronto Maple Leafs here tonight. I think they get revenge. I think they get the job done, and I think they don't have a problem putting the puck in the net against Hutton tonight. I am taking the Toronto Maple Leafs on the puck line at plus 105. I've also added half a unit on the Toronto money line and the over 6.5. Toronto might score 6 goals here themselves tonight. The only thing that's a little bit scary about this one is that, like I said, they are on the second leg of a back-to-back, home-to-home. So they may be a little bit sluggish to start the game, but I do still like the over 6.5. So half a unit on the Leafs money line plus over 6.5. That brings us to plus 165 on the correlated parlay. Now, also, 2 more games that I want to just touch on really quickly. I know the video's been a little long-winded at this point, so I'll just jump right into it and make them quick. Everybody that I've talked to today is looking at this Capitals game, and they're playing the Red Wings tonight. Now, I have noticed something, so be very careful. I know the Capitals on the puck line is a very, very tasty looking bet. They should be able to handle the Red Wings no problem, but I have noticed a trend lately with these Washington Capitals. They are winning games against the better teams, but it seems like they are stepping down in class when they play the weaker teams like this Red Wings team. I think they've actually lost the last 2 games where they've had to step down in competition versus stepping up in competition. So just be careful on that game. I've got no action on it. I'm going to sit back and check out the highlights later this evening and see how the game plays out. But I do like another play that I'm going to give you. We've got the Winnipeg Jets going up against the LA Kings. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, like I said. The Jets are at even money. The Kings are minus 120 at home. Now, both of these teams also on the second leg of a back-to-back. The Kings did just get handled by the Sharks last night, 4-1 in San Jose. They're coming home a beaten team. I don't really see a lot of motivation for them playing Winnipeg tonight. Winnipeg did beat the Ducks last night. I'm just hoping they didn't party too much in La La Land. They are playing LA Kings this evening at the Staples Center. I do like the Winnipeg Jets. I think they've won 6 out of their last 7 games as well, and they are finding the net without a problem. We all know this Kings squad does struggle in front of the net. So I'm also taking the Winnipeg Jets at even money for a unit. So there you have it. There's 3 plays in the NHL for tonight. Let's get this money. Enjoy rivalry week, guys. And if you are not already subscribed to the videos, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you share the videos and also follow along on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks again for tuning in, and as always, peace.